Welcome to the EmpowerHer Wellness Podcast. I'm Morgan, and I'm thrilled to be your host and wellness coach as we navigate the path to a healthier, more confident you. As the owner of Get Fit With Me, I bring years of experience in personal training, nutrition, and coaching to each episode. Join me as we explore practical tips and strategies for fitness, nutrition, mindset, and more, all tailored for busy women just like you. Let's empower your wellness journey and achieve lasting transformation together. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an episode of the EmpowerHer Wellness Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Morgan Ekovich, and today we're going to talk about something that, honestly, as coaches, I don't think we talk about. You don't have to pay me. You do not have to pay me. You do not have to work with me to see results. There's a ton of ways that your health and wellness is completely free. You just have to hold yourself accountable for it to happen. For instance, things that we need to be doing, getting sleep. Sleep is free. You don't have to pay to sleep. Getting fresh air, seeing sunlight. Going for a walk. Doing a body weight workout. Following a free workout that I have even posted on Instagram. Listening to this podcast and implementing the things I'm teaching you. You can 100% make changes to your health and your lifestyle without investing in coaching whatsoever. Does it take more work? Yes. Does it usually lead to a few bumps in the road and a few curves? Absolutely. How many of you have tried to put IKEA furniture together or Amazon furniture where you're like, oh, that's pretty self-explanatory, and you half-ass read the directions? I will even raise my hand for that. And all of a sudden you end up with a bunch of screws and this isn't level and this isn't going in this spot. And you got to go back and you got to redo it. Because our mind thinks we know better and we're just going to move forward. But the directions are there. I buy all my furniture where I will put it together. But it's my time and it's my energy that I'm putting into it. The cost isn't going in to have it be put in, but my time and energy is. So you absolutely do not need to hire a coach. You do not need to go take a class and pay somebody else. You can do it all in the comfort of your home, completely free. There's so many tools out there. But what I'm going to tell you is working with me is not just you getting the program, you getting nutrition advice, you seeing what the gaps are. It is seeing those gaps, dialing into what's happening deeper in your life, and seeing, okay, the fact that we have X, Y, and Z happening on the weekends is why Monday and Tuesday are so hard for us. And how can we make X, Y, and Z on the weekends a little less whatever, so that Monday and Tuesday are easier and our week doesn't officially start until Wednesday, that it can then start on Monday and Tuesday. We all have those things. We're all individualized. And that is why an investment is out there to work with a coach, to take a class, because it is somebody's time and energy planning the class specifically for you, for writing that exercise program, for dialing in your nutrition, looking at your macros, for being able to just even look at your nutrition as a whole and see, oh, this is missing. Hey, this is missing. I'm going to give you a few tips. Let's test these. If those don't work, let's come back and we'll troubleshoot. Without that, you are doing that all on your own. 100% possible. I'm a DIYer. Complete DIYer. I buy furniture off Amazon. We bought our patio set. We luckily have some really great friends that came over and helped us put it together. But it was cumbersome and it was long, and I traded my time and energy when I could have just spent X amount of money for the Amazon people to put it together for me. It's a possibility. We all are in different stages. And one of the things I hear people say when I'm getting ready to even have a conversation about what working together would look like is we are all concerned about the investment. And I get that. Our money means something. It needs to be able to go a long way. And it's hard to invest in ourselves when we feel like we've let ourselves down so many times. But once you figure out that that investment is not just here's what you're going to do, But it's here's what you're going to do. Oh, that didn't work. Let's troubleshoot it and find a better way. It clicks. And when it starts to save you time and energy, that your time and energy could start going to something else, that's when you start to notice, oh, maybe going and doing a group fitness class once a week where somebody else creates my workouts is what I need. Or maybe you buy a package of workouts that you follow and you track on your own. Or maybe you hire a coach. Or maybe you hire someone like myself where we look at your entire life. What I'm saying is you don't have to do that route. That is not a route you have to do. We are all in different stages. I know so many people, myself included, I have DIY'd so much in my life, even in my own health and wellness, because it's trial and error for me. But I also have gotten to the point where I notice myself slip and I hire a coach for that. I hired a coach for business for a while. I hired a coach for my own personal training for a while because I needed to know that I wasn't slipping. And when I slip, I get that coaching and then I come back and I say, okay, I can do it myself again. Some of us, as soon as we get the coaching, we never go back to doing it ourselves. We're like, this is easy peasy. I don't have to. Why would I do this myself? But going back to your health and your wellness can absolutely be free. Getting movement in. You don't need a fitness watch. You don't need a fitness ring. You don't need all the technology. Eating food. You're going to buy food anyways. Yes, some foods are a little bit more expensive than others, but if you are able to fuel your body right there, that is like you are fueling your body. All it is about is learning what decisions fuel your body a little bit better. And it's learning. And that's free. The internet is out there. You can get all of those answers completely for free. Exercise, walking, strength training, bodyweight workouts. There is a plethora of stuff on YouTube, Pinterest. Do I say you should trust all of it? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying the resources are out there completely free. This podcast, for instance, this is a completely free podcast. I give you a new episode every single week. I'm not asking for anything in return. If you take every one of these episodes and you implement something for it, whether it's a mindset shift, it's a nutrition shift, it's an exercise shift, if you take something from this podcast and implement it, your life will change. Completely free. There's so much out there that we've started to overcomplicate it with our nutrition. I'm going to go back to this for a second because what is really big right now, and I think it's just been really big for a while, is supplements and peptides and all of these other things that people are saying we need. There is no need to add them until you know what your body is missing. And then at that point, you still may not even need to add them because hopefully we dial in our nutrition so we don't need supplements. Yes, there are some that if we're trying to reach certain goals, make sense. For right now, most of you listening, we're not even there yet. We're not even eating enough protein. We're not eating enough vegetables. We're barely hitting our water and we're lacking sleep. Why are we spending money on supplements that are not doing us any good? Same with, like I said, our fitness trackers. I love my watch. My watch actually stopped working, so I have to get my backup one that I've had set up, and because I miss wearing a watch. But I've got my ring. For the longest time, I didn't have any of this. Or I had the Fitbit where it didn't track sleep originally, and I didn't need it. You check in with yourself. You do daily check-ins. You check in with yourself. You keep a journal. You keep a log. You can do it all completely free. There is so much in life that we have expedited, and we've gotten really good at making really cool and flashy and like, yeah, we need this. When in reality, you don't need any of it. Can you walk consistently every day for 30 minutes? Can you eat fruits and vegetables, protein, and limit your sugar intake? Check. Can you go and get some fresh air and put your damn phone down? Get away from your laptop. Can you turn a Zoom call actually into a phone call so you can go and walk while you're on a call? Do you need a fancy water bottle? No. Are they nice? Absolutely. Do I maybe drink more water out of it because it feels fancy? Yes. But I could also drink water out of my coffee mug. I could rinse out this coffee mug and drink water out of this all day. I don't need more. We don't need more to reach your goals. You got to start with the basics. But I also know not all of us have the bandwidth to be in that position, that we need that person, such as myself, to say, Morgan, what the hell am I doing wrong? Tell me what to do. This week sucked. How do I fix this? Or this week was great. How can I keep replicating this? That is where a coach like myself comes in. Not everybody needs that, but some of you do. And some of you need it for certain stages of life and some of you don't. That is why it's really important that one of the other hesitations I see is with people, with women. They come to me and they're like, well, I've done this and I've done this and I've worked with this coach and I've worked with this coach. Is they haven't asked the right questions. And it's hard because you don't know what you don't know. But they haven't been asked the right questions. So they've been led into programs guaranteeing results that were not sustainable. And it happens. The supplement industry is a huge money-making industry. That whole side is huge. So if you are somebody who's been hesitant because you feel like you have been failed by people, by programs in the past, and you're ready to take it back to the free, I'm telling you it's possible. It's possible. It takes time. And you can absolutely do it. I have all the confidence in you that you can do it. And my recommendation for you is don't do it all. Do not overhaul your sleep, your nutrition, your water, and your exercise. Do not overhaul all of it. Pick one area to focus on. Once that feels like it's rolling, then pick the next. You've heard this concept from me hundreds of times. On the flip side, if you're somebody who is feeling like, Morgan, I've been let down, I feel discouraged because I have spent money in these programs and I'm not going to spend money on anything else that's not going to work. Let's just have a conversation, because I'm going to be honest with you if I can help you. And if I can't, I'm going to try to find you the right person, or I'm going to be honest. If I can help you, I will tell you, and I will also give you a good idea of what those expectations look like and how long they take. Some of the things that I see in other programs and some of these other things is they guarantee very quick results, very fast. You get this, you get that, because it's flashy, it's sexy, and it's what sells. If I were to say, hey, it's gonna take a couple years to get to that look that you want, are you gonna jump on my wagon and say, yeah, let's do it? You're telling me 2 years? Let's do it. 2 years. Hell no. You're not. Because we always think we live in a day and age of Amazon Prime where we get mad if our package is not here within 2 days. If they've told us it's going to be here in 2 days and it's not going to be, and it shows up in 3, we're pissed. At least I'm pissed. I'm like, you said it was going to be here in 2 days. We live in a day and age where everything is coming so fast at us that it takes a long time to rewire our brain. It takes a long time for our muscles to grow, for our body to heal itself from the inside out, for us to create habits that are sustainable. So many of us as adults are reframing habits that we have had since we were children. It takes a long time. It does not take 30, 60, 90 days. Now, our 90-day kickstart is a great spot for us, because we can get going and we can start to see some results. But you're not done after 90 days. No, I don't guarantee that by any means. We are not done after 90. It's called a kickstart for a reason. So, taking it back to the main concept here. Your health and wellness can be completely free. There are so many things, and I keep looking out my window if you're watching on YouTube right now, there's so many things outside and in our environment that we can absolutely do for free. There are so many parks now that have outdoor gyms completely free to attend. Go check them out. Go try them out. But if you are like, no, Morgan, the reason I'm hesitant about investing is because I've been let down so many times in the past, come talk to me. Let's just have a conversation. And like I said, if it's not me, I will steer you in the right direction. I will try to get you the right person or the right answer for what you are looking to achieve, because it's not always going to be me. I've had somebody a while back, she wanted to do bodybuilding, and she's like, would you help me? And as much as I wanted to work with her, that is not my strong suit. I don't do that. I would have to go take a bunch of courses and I'd have to learn that education and do that. Like, absolutely, I'd be willing to do that. But no, there's people who are experts in that. And I said, no. I said, I don't know anybody but I know I'm not the right person, and I was honest about it. We want honesty. We want honesty as a society. We want to be told, at least most of us do, we want to be told like, hey, I can or cannot help you. So often we are given false information. And I want you to, when you are talking to your doctor, talking to somebody you're possibly going to work with, make sure you are getting those answers that feel right to you, and you'll know. And if they don't, go back and keep doing the free thing. Keep doing the DIY version. The DIY version works. It just takes longer. Does not mean it doesn't work though. So I hope what you got from today was there is fitness, there is health and wellness growth in all areas, whether it's free or you're paying a coach a crap ton of money. There is room on that spectrum for everybody. And you've got to listen to yourself. You've got to figure out, what is your time and energy worth to figure it out? Is it worth hiring a coach for you? If it's not, what are your hesitations? Or are you just going to DIY it? Whatever works for you. But do not let somebody try to sell you into something because it is the absolute and only way, because that is not the case. You can figure it out if you want to. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it was a little bit different than probably what we've ever talked about here, but I saw this post on Instagram where the tagline got me, was wellness can be free. And I was like, yes, it absolutely can be. Take advantage of this podcast every single week. I don't just do it for fun. I do it. Don't get me wrong, it is fun, but I do it for you to have free content that you can build, and you can build your mind, your body, your nutrition, your soul, everything with on your own if that's what you choose to. So I will see you guys all back here next Thursday. And as always, if you want to chat with me, you can either send me an email at morgan@getfitwithme-morganekovich.com or send me a Facebook message. Find me on Facebook, add me as a friend, send me a Facebook message, and let's chat. Let's set up a time to talk, answer some of your questions so I can support you in the best way. Until next week. Thank you for tuning in to the EmpowerHer Wellness Podcast. I hope you found today's episode inspiring and packed with actionable tips. Remember, your journey to becoming the strongest, most confident version of yourself is just beginning. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and join our community of empowered women. Until next time, stay strong and stay confident.